sure. What do you guys think? What do you think is in this thing? Some kind of metal. I would agree. It's got some weight to it. Do you own this thing? Oh, you don't own it. Oh.
So it's brass and industrial wrench.
Can I keep it when we're done? Okay. So let me take a look here. I like this.
Oh gosh.
This is a good one. Do you know what this is? You do. I'm impressed if you know what this is. Anybody here can you see that closely? What that is?
No.
Anybody know what that is?
I think Tony needs it.
Oh, Tony, you doing some plumbing work in your house? And what is this? A pipe. She knows what it is. I'm impressed. This is a pipe cutter. I like this. This is a mini pipe cutter. I like this one. Now, yeah, you were right. Some kind of metal. Now, here's the question. You want me to try to come up with something that kind of ties into the Bible with a metal pipe cutter.
Awesome.
Right? And you want me to do it right now? Yeah.
It's a tool.
Okay. They gave me a countdown.
It's a tool.
You know, let me start off with this. Usually you have, this is for like a copper pipe, okay, plumbing within a home. And you have different lengths. And sometimes these lengths of copper pipe, they're just the right size for things, but many times they're not. And in order for it to work right, for it to fit well, you got to cut it. This is the best way to cut a piece of copper pipe. Because you take it, you put it in there, and then you spin it around. I won't cut off my finger, but you take it and you spin it around and around and around, and you tighten it, and you wind up getting that copper pipe, and you pull that piece off to just the right length. Believe it or not, this is very similar to what God does in our lives. We think we know how far we can go. We think how things are going to be in our life. But what happens is God comes in and He takes that life that we have and He puts on His Holy Spirit. He kind of spins that around and says, you know what, that part of your life is not good. I got to cut it off. It doesn't fit. If you keep it there, it's not going to work right. But if God comes in with His Holy Spirit and cuts that piece off, cuts that out of our life, gets that out of our life, then God can put those pieces together and everything's going to work much better. So I want to encourage you. There's times that God's going to take His Holy Spirit and He's going to cut some things out of your life. And I'll tell you, sometimes it's painful. Sometimes it hurts. Because you're going to get rid of some things that may actually you like, but God is saying it's not good for you. Or maybe not yet. I need something else in your life. So He's going to come along and He's going to cut that part out. But when He does that and He puts it all together, it's all going to work. And it's going to work well. Why? Because we've let God step in and do the work that He needs to do. Does that make sense to you? I hope so. I hope it makes sense. What about to the parents? Does that make sense to the parents? I hope so. Sometimes it hurts, because when you take this pipe cutter and you put it on, you're constantly tightening it, and it's cutting. God does that to us, but in a good way, because He sees the end, and He wants us to get to that point. We just need to get rid of some of the stuff that just doesn't work or fit right. Okay? And I am so impressed that a girl brought me a pipe cutter. This is great. I am very impressed with that. So now I'm going to give you your pipe cutter back, because even though I do like that. So I need a guy. I need a guy who hasn't done it before, okay? So that's important. So since you're right there, put that right there. So you got to bring it next month, okay? So be nice to me, okay? Do that, be nice to me. Okay. So, and I think, do we have a video that we're doing next. Is that correct? Am I correct in that? Yes, we have a video. So let's get this video going.